Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 1000 LD. Sisters Amy Slaton engaged in spooky proposal. 1000 LD. Sister star Amy Slaton is celebrating her engagement to Brian Lovewarn. The couple only began dating 5 months ago, but he has already decided she's the one for him. He popped the question in a spooky proposal that fits Amy perfectly. Keep reading to get all the details about Amy and Brian's engagement. 1000 LD. Sister star Amy Slaton engaged to Brian Lovewarn. It didn't take long for 1000 LD. Sister star Amy Slaton to fall head over heels for Brian Lovewarn. Now, after just 5 months of dating, they are engaged to be married. The spooky proposal was revealed during Tuesday night's episode of the show. Amy and Brian have been keeping their engagement under wraps until the episode aired on TLC. Brian proposed to Amy during the winter of 2024. They got engaged in a padded room at Henderson Haunt's haunted house in Henderson, Kentucky. Tammy and Misty were both on hand to witness Amy happily accepting Brian's proposal. People spoke with Amy about her special proposal, and she shared all the details, including the fact that he wanted to marry her just 2 weeks into dating. Amy said, "Originally, he slipped a green apple ring pop on my finger while I was asleep, about 2 weeks into our relationship. I was shocked at first, and I said yes, but only if the real proposal was in a haunted house on Halloween. He made her wish come true." Brian popped the question on Halloween inside the haunted house. This time, it wasn't a green apple ring pop he slipped on her finger. Instead of diamonds, he opted for something he knew she would love even more. Her engagement ring is silver and features 2 skeleton hands forming a heart. All about Brian's proposal, 1000 LD. Sisters Amy Slaton is already planning her wedding to Brian Lovewarn. The two are aiming for a Halloween wedding, which would be just 1 year after he popped the question. When speaking about her proposal from Brian, she revealed that he went with the entire spooky theme. Amy said, "He said something about, 'My love for you is crazy. It's scary how compatible we are.' Just like how our matching tattoos say, 'Scary Love.'" Amy admits that Tammy wasn't quite as sure about her and Brian rushing into an engagement. However, Amy knows that she will be with Brian for eternity. She admits that the time they have dated has been short, and their engagement will also be somewhat short, but their marriage will be forever. Amy and Brian admit getting married on Halloween has been a dream for them both. Now that the word is out about their engagement, they need to start planning their small wedding. They need to find flowers, a venue, and her dress. She's looking for something specific for her wedding dress. Amy said, "My vision for the dress is white with black lines, a corset with a princess poof. Brian wants me to have pink hair for the wedding, and I want to have a Victorian-style updo." In a moment that blended love with Halloween magic, 1000 LD. Sisters fan favorite Amy Slaton recently announced her engagement in the most Amy way possible, with a spooky twist that left her followers screaming, with joy, of course. The reality star, known for her quirky personality and love for all things horror, turned a new chapter in her life with a jaw-dropping proposal that took place during a haunted house tour in her home state of Kentucky. If you thought Amy's love life had quieted down after a split from Michael Halterman, think again. Amy's been quietly seeing someone new, and now she's flaunting a black diamond ring and a gothic-style yes that fits her unique brand of romance. Setting the scene, a haunted house love story. It all began on a cool Friday night when Amy's new boyfriend, whose name she's keeping semi-private for now, but affectionately refers to as Pumpkin King, invited her out for what she thought was a Halloween-themed date night. Amy, dressed head to toe in her signature spooky attire, wore a black lace dress and her favorite witch hat. Her eyes sparkled with Gothic-themed makeup as she made her way into the haunted house attraction set up in an old Victorian home outside of Paducah. But what Amy didn't know was that this particular haunted tour had been carefully arranged with help from her closest friends, and even her sister Tammy, who were all in on the surprise. From the moment she stepped inside, clues had been planted. Carved pumpkins displayed messages like, "Will you spend forever with me?" as she walked deeper into the maze. "I just thought it was cool decor," Amy laughed in a TikTok video she posted after the fact. "I was like, damn, they got the theme down." I didn't realize it was and the bigger surprise. At the very end of the haunted maze, Amy reached a room filled with fog and flickering candlelight. A Gothic love song played in the background, and her mystery man emerged wearing a classic Dracula cape. For a moment, she thought he was just another actor in the tour, until he dropped to one knee and pulled out a black velvet ring box. Inside was a stunning black diamond set in a spiderweb-inspired silver band, custom designed to fit Amy's spooky-loving style. "Amy Slaton, you're the love of my life," he said, shaking slightly but smiling ear to ear. "Will you haunt this world with me forever?" Amy gasped, then laughed, then said yes, so loud it startled the actor playing a zombie in the next room. Tammy, Gage, and Glenn were waiting just outside, and when Amy walked out with her hand proudly displayed, everyone erupted in cheers. Even Glenn, still a toddler, pointed at the ring and squealed with delight. Who is the mysterious fiancé? So far, Amy has kept her new man mostly under wraps, only showing the back of his head or blurred out photos on her social media. Fans have speculated that he's someone she met through mutual friends at a horror film convention earlier this year. What's clear is that he shares Amy's love for all things creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky. "He's like the Gomes to my Morticia," Amy gushed in a recent Instagram live. "He don't judge me, he don't try to change me. He loves my babies, and he makes me feel beautiful, even when I'm in a Freddy Krueger sweater and no makeup." Some fans have already dubbed the couple Slammy, a combination of Slaton and Amy, while others are hoping for a Halloween wedding complete with black roses, fog machines, and a cake shaped like a haunted mansion. Tammy's reaction: "It's about time." Tammy Slaton, Amy's older sister and fellow 1000 Elb Sisters star, gave her stamp of approval in the most Tammy way possible. In a TikTok reaction video, she jokingly said, "Took her long enough to find a man who likes haunted stuff as much as she does. Welcome to the freaky fam, bro." Behind the humor, Tammy has been genuinely supportive of Amy's journey to find love again after the difficult end of her marriage to Michael. Viewers of the show saw firsthand how Amy struggled to balance marriage, motherhood, and her health, so fans were overjoyed to see her smiling and celebrating again. "She deserves this," one commenter wrote. "Amy's been through so much, she needs someone who gets her, and it looks like she found him." Fans react with joy and costume ideas. Social media exploded with excitement once the news hit the internet. On Reddit and Instagram, fans couldn't get enough of the spooky engagement story, calling it Peak Amy and the best celeb proposal of the year. One fan wrote, "Can't wait to see their Halloween-themed wedding. Amy, if you don't ride down the aisle in a coffin on wheels, I'll be disappointed." Others offered suggestions for wedding party themes, everything from Beetlejuice bridesmaids to skeleton ring bearers. Even TLC chimed in with a cheeky post, "Looks like love is in the air," and maybe a few bats too. Congrats, Amy. What's next for the bride-to-be? According to insiders close to the Slaton sisters, TLC cameras were rolling during the big proposal, and will likely air the spooky moment in an upcoming season of 1000 Elb. Sisters. That means fans will get to watch all the thrills and chills unfold on screen, complete with Amy's over-the-top facial expressions and Tammy's hilarious commentary. Amy is already planning a unique wedding that might just break the internet. I'm thinking black and purple for the colors, maybe some skull centerpieces, she teased on social media. I want a fog machine, maybe some spooky bows, like Till Death and Beyond. And yes, we're having a horror movie cake. As for the honeymoon, Amy hinted that they might be heading to Salem, Massachusetts, or New Orleans, both cities known for their supernatural vibes. I don't want a basic honeymoon, she said. I want coasts, graveyards, and good food. Final thoughts. A love story like no other. Amy Slaton's spooky engagement isn't just another celebrity moment. It's a celebration of being yourself, finding love in unexpected places, and embracing what makes you unique. For fans who've followed her journey from YouTube to TLC stardom and watched her overcome heartbreak, health battles, and personal growth, this moment is more than heartwarming. It's empowering. Amy's love story reminds us that even in the darkest of haunted houses, you can find light, and maybe even a black diamond ring.